They played 24 minutes in San Antonio, one of Chuck's favorite cities. And down there by the Riverwalk, Houston.
When you live in San Antonio, they can't tell how fat I am.
54.
Starting already.
38. You are always ready with a. Always ready with a.
Right in. My nickname in San Antonio is Skinny.
Hey, Slim.
What they got in San Antonio, Chuck?
Big old women.
The American Express halftime
Big old
report.
women down there.
American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal.
They on Slim
Kenny the
slow.
Jet Smith.
They on Slim slow down there.
And Charles Barkley.
Hey, Shaq, that's how they came with the underwear store, Victoria's Secret. It's a secret for them big old women down there. They can't fit in them little drawers. They need drawers. They need bloomers. They can't fit in them little skimpy parts.
See what you start? See what you start? See what you do?
What they need, Chuck, they need big drawers.
They need them big old bloomers. They can't get in them little skimpy things, Shaq. Victoria is a secret down there.
So, Chuck.
Oh, we're back.
In our
we're on.
Pregame show.
Yeah.
In our pregame show, you said that James Harden was now your MVP. Although the last time we were together, it was Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant had played well. James was hurt. He didn't play for a couple weeks. But James has been the best player. Him and LeBron have been the best two players. But James is the front runner right now.
So, him and LeBron, but then you said Kevin Durant.
Yeah. No, I asked you.
I'm with you, Chuck.
When James Harden was out, Kevin Durant was playing great.
And Golden State still has the best record in the NBA.
Yes,
right?
but James Harden
has been
the best. He's been the best player with Chris Paul being out some games. And like the other night, Ariza was out. And Gordon was out.
Yeah.
And they let him score 60 points.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And here was that game the other night in which James Harden went for 60, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, the highest scoring triple-double in NBA history. He went 19 for 30, 5 for 14 from deep, 17 for 18 from the foul line.
Swim lessons.
No, you got to hit him and he's going to do that swimming thing.
And he finished with
That's a canoe.
60. So he's had 4 games of at least 50 points this year, and the rest of the league has 5.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been something. And he's the subject of your picks.
Listen, we could always debate between him and Kevin, but I have to agree with Chuck.
And
James
Steph.
Harden. And Steph. But James Harden right now is the clear-cut MVP. You don't always go by record, Ernie, because, a couple years ago, we always said, James, you dribble too much. You got to keep your guys involved. He's doing everything this year, even playing defense. Mike D'Antoni was giving him the freedom, like, hey, when you're going to play the right way, whenever you want to shoot, you go ahead and shoot the ball. And he's still feeling it from the other night. Right there, great move right there. And when you have the ability to shoot, this is what you do. And the teams rely on his scoring. So, again, James Harden right now is the clear-cut MVP.
Yes, he is.
9 field goal attempts in the first half for James Harden, also 9 assists for James Harden. San Antonio, it's tough to watch them. They are so offensively challenged without Kawhi Leonard in that mix.
Yeah, I think, but they still move the basketball. They get the shots they want. They don't make them with the regularity because Kawhi Leonard's
Kawhi's not playing. I'm not running.
He's not a super. He's not a star. He's a superstar. He's a guy who can change the entire game. So, and he makes those other shots easier because when he's on the floor, you have to stay one step away from your guy you're defending to help the guy who's guarding him. So all of a sudden, when a guy's running at you, that you have an extra 2 seconds or a second to get your shot off. So his ability to be on the floor, just be out there, makes it easier for everybody else, and it makes everyone makes slower decisions. The game slows down.
What's interesting about what Kenny said is, Ernie, everybody in the NBA can play. What separate the good teams from the great teams is just 1 or 2 players who are superstars. Like, everybody can play. Like, the Spurs got some good players, but they're no better than Minnesota, Sacramento. The only difference is Kawhi, guys like that. That's the only thing separate these teams, guys who can get a basket anytime you want it.
But still, they've managed to hold on to the number 3 spot in the Western Conference at 34-19, but having it handed to them by the Rockets in the first half in San Antonio. Back here on the American Express Halftime Report. Friends, are you worried about buying your favorite player's jersey before the NBA trade deadline?
Yes, I am.
Don't stress, Kenny, because now there's American Express Jersey Assurance. We sent Shaq to the NBA store in New York to see how it works.
Dude, you went to New York.
How about this one?
I don't know. He might be on a different team next season.
Don't sweat it, kid. With American Express Jersey Assurance, now when NBA players switch teams, you can switch jerseys.
Wow, really?
Nope. I'm just playing, really.
How does it work?
So say your favorite players in Orlando tearing down backboards. You have Jersey Assurance.
Sick.
And then when he goes to Hollywood, you have Jersey Assurance.
Genius.
I know. Then when he goes to South Beach and gets one more ring.
Wait, didn't you also play for the Suns, Cavs, and Celtics?
What are you, some type of basketball historian? Stop living in the past, kid.
Introducing American Express Jersey Assurance.
That was funny.
Either that's really good.
You are tremendous. You are.
That's a great thing from American Express because usually you have to either give a jersey to one of your family members, but if your favorite player gets traded,
is that what you do?
You trade it
to
in.
a family member.
You have to give it to one of your family.
Put it in a box, wrap it up.
Hey, the one that you don't like. Hey, here's a jersey of.
He don't play for the Clippers no more. He play for the Pistons.
You save
the
all
one
your
guy?
jerseys? You have all your jerseys at your house?
Of course I do. Hung up.
Well, you the Chucky Brown of.
That's okay.
teams.
Hey,
You know what I got under it though?
Did you see the
HOF.
Hall of Fame.
Did you see the guy who had like 10 Blake Griffin jerseys? And he took them off one at a time. It was hilarious.
Well, he has jersey assurance.
Well, he don't need it.
By
First of all, a
American
grown
Express.
man should be wearing jerseys anyway.
What's the age cutoff?
18.
I thought it was 30.